Will Levis absolutely balls out and leads the Tennessee Titans to a 28-23 victory over the Atlanta Falcons. My instant reaction on a Locked On Titans postcast. Let's get it.
You are Locked On Titans, your daily Tennessee Titans podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Titans fans, let's go! What an incredible performance from Will Levis. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tennessee Titans win 28-23 over the Atlanta Falcons. And my Lord, how are we feeling out there, Titans Nation, about Will Levis? I can tell you how I'm feeling. I'm sure I don't need to tell you. As you can tell already, I am fired up. Keep this in mind. I said this during the week, and it got a lot of reaction, both good and bad. But I said that this game in the Houston Oilers uniforms, with the Titans season on the brink, with it looking like they're going to tank, putting Will Levis in, this game had the opportunity to be one of the biggest moments in Tennessee Titans history. If Will Levis goes on to be the quarterback that we all have dreamed of all along, this is one of the most pivotal and critical, incredible moments in Tennessee Titans history. Thank you guys for tuning in to a Week 8 Locked On Titans postcast. Want to make sure that I let you guys know that I appreciate you making the Locked On Titans podcast your first listen each and every day. Remember, Monday through Friday, Tennessee Titans content all year round. Always for free. This emotion, this passion, plus all the film work that we dive into every day, the data, the analytics. You won't get more comprehensive coverage on the Tennessee Titans than this right here. So make sure that you get subscribed, stay subscribed. It's your team every day. Let me see some Tighten Ups in the chat. Tighten up for that victory. Throw a thumbs up on the video right now as well if you are hyped about the Tennessee Titans win. I mean, the performance of Will Levis here. And by the box score, just so we have it, 19 of 29, 238 passing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, a 130.5 quarterback rating. Levis had 7 carries for 11 yards, not a great average, but he made it happen while getting pressure throughout the day as well. For him to stand in there, deliver those throws, all of those deep strikes. But it's not just the physical elements of the game that were impressive. It's not just that he was throwing dimes. It's not just, and he should have had even more with that hit to Chigakonkwo. Should have had even more. It's not just that he physically played the game well. He was intelligent. He did the smart things, taking the sack at the end, making sure the Falcons burned a timeout, doing the right thing, understanding circumstance, the quarterback sneaks, getting those, moving that forward on third down, getting first downs, canning plays. You could really hear the volume in this game, and you could hear Will Levis canning the plays, Vegas changing it, audible and turning things around, can. Like, Will Levis looked like a professional NFL quarterback out there. A professional NFL quarterback. And he unlocked DeAndre Hopkins. We want to talk about the stars on offense. DeAndre Hopkins, 4 catches, 128 yards, 3 touchdowns. Looked like a freaking beast, like a top 10 wide receiver out there. Derrick Henry, 22 carries, 101 yards. The Titans stars looked like stars with Will Levis driving the ship, and Will Levis looked like a star. Now, I'm not going to get out here early and say that Will Levis is a star quarterback, but he made the Titans stars on offense look like stars today, didn't he? He managed everything perfectly. Will Levis only had one bad mistake in this game, and that was where he almost threw the interception trying to throw the ball away to the linebacker's feet. But overall, an incredible performance from the rookie. And from this game, it is obvious Ryan Tannehill's time is done. Ryan Tannehill's time is over. Will Levis is not only the future, but he is the now. And the Titans are 3-4, And this season, all of a sudden, is back on track. Will Levis is the Titans starting quarterback now and in the future. We're going to talk about that more and how the Titans not playing a clean game in this one made it even more obvious how well Will Levis played. We're going to get into that in just a second. Before we do want to let you guys know that today's episode is brought to you by eBay Motors. eBay Motors has teamed up with Locked On Fantasy Football host Vinny Iyer to bring you some of the best fantasy picks each week, all season long. Whether you're prepping for a daily draft or scouting the waiver wire, every week we're going to provide you with players that are guaranteed to fit on your roster. Let's see who Vinny Iyer has picked out for us on this week's eBay's Guaranteed Fit Fantasy Picks of the Week. 49ers tight end George Kittle has had ups and downs with his big games for fantasy purposes, of course, with some disappointment, but in San Francisco's offense, with a great opportunity going forward, he should be a lock for your daily fantasy lineups, or maybe you could go make a play to try to get George Kittle on your team. In that 49ers offense, he can really make a difference for you. Vinny Iyer from Locked On Fantasy Football is going to help you win your fantasy championship, and eBay Motors knows a championship team is about each player being a perfect fit because it's the same with your vehicle. With over 122 million parts for your number one ride or die, you can make sure your ride stays running smoothly. Brake kits, LED headlights. eBay Motors has whatever you need, and with eBay's Guaranteed Fit, it's guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Plus, at these prices, you're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. eBay Guaranteed Fit, only available to U.S. customers. Eligible items apply. Exclusions apply as well. Also want to let you guys know that today's episode is brought to you by DoorDash. Look, guys, if you're in Nashville, you want to celebrate the big Titans win, it's a perfect opportunity to go on DoorDash. I love Acme Feed and Seed, one of my favorite restaurants in Nashville. Definitely the brunch is absolutely killer. Get you some Acme Feed and Seed from downtown Nashville on DoorDash. Go to the DoorDash app right now. Sign up for DoorDash. Download the app to your phone. Use the code LOCKEDON23, LOCKED23, LOCKED 23. You're going to get 50% off up to $10 in value when you spend $15 or more on your first order. Again, download the DoorDash app. Use the code LOCK23. Get 50% off up to $10 value when you spend $15 or more on your first order. Subject to change. Terms apply. So we talked about Will Levis, his incredible performance at the start, what it means for the Titans. And I started saying, Will Levis isn't just the future. He is the now for the Tennessee Titans. He is the now. Let me know down below in the comments. Ryan Tannehill, Malik Willis, Will Levis, all healthy. Who should be the starter? Let me know down below what you guys think. My answer is clearly Will Levis. And one of the big reasons is not only did Levis look great, but he looked great while the rest of the team looked sloppy. All right, there were penalties. There were bad snaps. There were drops as well. Mike Vrabel literally gave the Falcons 3 points by trying to have a quarterback rotation for real. What are you doing, Mike? What are you doing? Mike Vrabel literally gave the Falcons 3 points in this game. There were drops. There were bad penalties. There were bad snaps. I mean, Will Levis played well, and the rest of the team didn't play that well. I know Hopkins played well. Henry played well. Jeffrey, Simmons, Danico, Autry played well in this game. There were players that played well, but it wasn't a clean game overall for the Titans as a team. And even throughout that, Will Levis was still absolutely fantastic. Will Levis was one of the best players on the field, period. While the Titans were making mistakes. So you tell me if I'm crazy with this one, everybody. But in the past, if the Titans blocked the way they blocked, if the Titans made the penalties, the Titans made mistakes, Mike Vrabel screwed the Falcons into 3 points at the beginning of the game on the opening drive. If all of that stuff went wrong, you're telling me that the Titans scored 28 points, the most they've scored since 2021, and won the game while making all those mistakes? I can see it now. I've seen it 1,000 times. It's not Ryan Tannehill's fault. It's not Malik Willis's fault. They didn't block. Receivers don't get open. They made penalties. It's Mike Vrabel's fault. He made a dumb decision. The Titans had bad snaps. That's not. All of that stuff happened, and any other week we would be sitting here saying, oh, well, it's not all on Tannehill. Everybody else played bad too. But when you have a quarterback that can elevate the people around them, go through their progressions quickly, use their athleticism, trust their arm, deliver accurate balls deep. When you have a quarterback that can do all that, the offensive line can be not that great. The receivers cannot get open all the time, and you still have a chance to win. Again, all of those mistakes, the best games that the Titans have played over the past 2 years were the Green Bay game and the Bengals game. And the Titans were perfect, and they scored 27. The Titans were far from perfect today, and they scored 28 points. Will Levis is not just the quarterback of the future. He is the quarterback of the now. On Twitter, at @TicTacTitans, I delivered my Will Levis apology form. You guys can go ahead and check that out. Fill one out for yourself. It's a good time to do so. This is my official apology to Will Levis on the podcast. I was a never Levis guy. I was a dope. I got fooled, and that's on me. And I know a lot of you guys feel the same. Now, my problem was I had Tennessee Titans PTSD. Didn't think that a similar quarterback with that play action, he fits the system type guy was. Will Levis is more than that. Will Levis is more than that. Someone said Def getting a Stonehouse jersey. Can we take one moment to talk about Stonehouse? And can I tell you that? Stonehouse, baby. Stonehouse. What a great day for Ryan Stonehouse. Wasn't perfect, but man, he was a weapon in this game. But the Titans didn't play clean. Will Levis still balled out, led the Titans to a victory. I'm sorry, but Ryan Tannehill's time is over. Healthy, injured, I don't care. Will Levis is the starter, and everybody just go ahead and buckle your seatbelts because Mike Vrabel is clearly not going to come out and declare Will Levis as the starter, and we're going to play this game, and he might even play Tannehill when he does get healthy, and it'll be a disaster. But for this brief moment, all of us can be excessively happy that we might have a quarterback on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Levis balled out. Titans win. Didn't play clean, but the quarterback led them home. Sorry, Ryan Tannehill, your time's over. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back tonight with a full 30-minute recap at 8 p.m. Eastern time here on the Locked On Titans YouTube channel. My podcast, folks, you're going to have this bonus reaction. You're going to have the full 30-minute reaction with Tighten Up, Tighten Down, so we can talk more about the whole team effort overall and the bigger impacts here going forward. Tuesday, Tic Tac Tuesday, we are diving into the film to talk about what Will Levis was able to accomplish in this game, and I cannot wait. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at TicTacTitans for all my film work. I write for Sports Illustrated, alltitans.com. Make sure you follow everything over there all the time. But that is going to do it for this Victory Postcast edition of the Locked On Titans podcast. Tennessee Titans win 28-23. Will Levis balls out. As always, I am your host, Tyler Rowland, and this was Locked On Titans. Let's go!